What's going on, guys? Sir Wayne here. Today I'm going to be covering war bonds and what they can do for your war. All right. So war bonds is basically gold, but they don't carry over into the next map, and they can be used to heal your troops. They can be used for spies. They can be used for basically anything gold could have been used before. So heal morale, like in certain territories, you can boost your morale. Like this guy here, see he's low on health. I can just click this and I can get 10%. Boom, just like that. Give him another. Give him another shot. Boom. But beware though, if your troops are in combat, they can no longer receive health. So take that in consideration when you're fighting somebody. And yeah, so that's pretty much the shape of war bonds. I mean, you could skip research, uh, essentially anything. Industry, like if you're building industry or any kind of buildings, you can skip all that just by clicking it. Like, let's see here. Let's see here. I'm not building anything. All right, so let's say if I was building industry here, which actually I should be. Why did I not building? All right, so I wonder if somebody used spice, but I can click this and instantly uh, get that, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna wait. I think somebody placed spies in my territory because that should have been built. Somebody definitely placed spies in my land. Okay, so somebody's trying to sabotage me. France, I bet. Anyway, so off topic. I think that's everything on the war bonds. They actually recently put a cap on it, so now as you can see, you can only get 36K. You get a little bit of a boost if you're high command, but it's not much. It's not relevant. I really wouldn't um, buy high command if that's your only reason. But I have high command because of all the other benefits that it gives you. Um, but anyhow, war bonds is definitely a whole new, basically a whole new engine. So it's like now you can't really accuse anybody of goading now because everybody has war bonds, everybody gets war bonds, but at the same time, it doesn't carry over to another game, and you can max out. So you can max out at only 36,000. So in later game, you can't even heal your stacks because it's so much war bonds that it exceeds 36,000. So and a lot of people were holding the war bonds. Well, I won't say a lot of people. Certain people were holding these war bonds until late, late, late in the game, to where they had hundreds of thousands of war bonds, even probably even a million or so. I mean, I had hundreds of thousands of war bonds, and of course, I wasn't really trying to hoard them, but uh, I was using them, just not as much. Just didn't need to use them, but they changed that, so now it's a 36,000 cap on all maps. So awesome stuff, right? I like that. I like that idea. That way, somebody's just not like just using all these war bonds at the end to heal like these massive stacks of troops, or they're using them to put out like a whole bunch of units, or or whatever. But you gotta, like, now it's like you use them. You want to keep some in, like your pocket. Like I have like 14,000, but you don't want to be like you don't have any, but then you don't want to have like 36,000 because then you're not getting enough, right? So like you're not getting any, which you should be. So like then you're like, oh well, I need to spend some so I can get some, because right now I'm not generating any war bonds because I'm capped out, right? So kind of same thing with manpower, but manpower, I mean, who's gonna get 1.6 million manpower? I've never had 1.6 manpower. That's insane. So but that's it's a whole new interesting deal. Tell me, guys, what do you guys think about these war bonds? It's truly, like, I really like it. A lot of people have a negative outlook on it, but it gives you like something else to think about, like as far as it changes the game. And in my mind, you can talk about realism and stuff like that. And maybe war bonds is probably not the best name for it as far as like what it can do, but like if you're healing your troops with it, to me it's like, okay, I'm using resources to reinforce my troops or something like that, right? Or you're thinking like, okay, I'm like, and I heal them a lot for morale. Like I use them a lot to heal morale because like if your stuff's at 35%, they're not going to revolt to anybody else. So like for example, Spain is my ally here, but if this city revolts to him after I take it, well, just got my city. So I don't want that to happen, or this one. So what I'll end up doing is if I don't leave a troop in here, it will revolt to him. And the same thing with this one, but I don't really care for this one. I don't really care if that one revolts, but like this one right here, I do not want to revolt. So basically, what I'm going to do is leave a troop here, and I'm not going to use my war bonds to do that to take it because I'm just going to leave that troop there because it'd be okay. However, on a side note, if you just leave an anti-air gun like here, like that's not going to work. So I'm going to have to heal that one. But it makes you, but you see how it makes you think, hey, should I use my war bonds to heal this morale or should I not? I really don't want war with Spain, but at the same time, I don't want them taking my territory. So, um, use them sparingly, use them wisely, right? Uh, but again, I'm rambling on. You guys, let me know what you think about these war bonds. And if you have any questions, let me know.